Well, hello guys, how's it going today? And today we're gonna review the Ghostbusters 2016. Not to get confused with the other one that is also called Ghostbusters. So let's get started with this film. This film starts Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Kate Winston, and Leslie Jones. 4 great comedians. I think they're all great comedians. I love Spy. It was a great movie. Really, it was a good movie. Some other great movies. Bridesmaids. Yeah, I think this movie was directed by the same guy that directed those films, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get started with the film. The story starts this. Following a ghost invasion of Manhattan, paranormal enthusiast Eric Gilbert, Abby Yates, nuclear engineer Holtzmann, and subway worker Patty band together to stop an otherworldly threat. That's the story, and it seems a lot like the original. Why? Because they just copy what the originals had, and they pasted it, and they just scrambled it, and boom, Ghostbusters. So this is a reboot of the original. Mostly reboots are not good, but reboots are made for the purpose of improving on the original. The only thing that this movie improved on the original was the beam. Sort of. Yeah, here's the thing. There was a couple of things that improved on it. No, but it's not gonna exceed the original, which is still the #1 Ghostbuster movie. Yeah, it is better than the second one. Let's get to the movie. So, as again, the story is very similar to the original with a couple of different changes. This movie has the interpretation of what the villain sucks. There were parts where I said, is this villain being possessed like the original when she was being possessed when Sigourney Weaver was being possessed by ghost of, I think it was Sewell, and then the ghost was making her. So what happens in this film is sort of that, the villains kind of suck. The story is, it's an okay story. Not bad, but could have done way better. Woo! So let's get to the story again. This follows in the sort of events of 4 scientists that they hear about this first sighting. They get called and they go to this location and they find goo, and then they see a ghost, and then something happens. Oh my god, this is seriously the first part of the Ghostbusters, the original movie. Oh, it's the same one. If you see the original part, the first movie, where they're entering to the library and they see it's sort of the exact same thing, just in another location. This movie is really funny. I'm gonna give it that. I really laughed in this movie. Really laughed. It was a good movie to just get a laugh. It was really funny. The jokes all of them made. Melissa McCarthy, Wiig, Kristen, and Melissa did great jokes, but I really like Kate McKinnon. Jokes were really good. I mean, I thought she wasn't gonna be that much, but she really gave the group really those feelings of like, what is she doing? It's really funny. Leslie Jones also did a great job. Her scenes were just really hilarious. It's like, wow. There's other scene with Chris Hemsworth here, and you're thinking, oh, so that's where Thor's been all this time, making a Ghostbusters movie. Wow. So if you were wondering where Thor was in Civil War, he was here, playing dumb. I don't know why they made him play dumb in this film. Like, he's like the dumbest guy ever. But why? I have no idea. Seriously. No idea why, but it does, and he was really funny though, and I think that was the only purpose for him being stupid, just so they can pull off some jokes, and they really pull off some really funny jokes from Chris. It's a really funny movie, guys. You were planning on watching this movie just to get a good laugh on it. You're gonna laugh a lot. You can go watch this movie with your friends, knowing that you're just gonna laugh. Even if you don't know nothing about Ghostbusters, you've never seen it before. If you've never seen the original one, I think you're gonna have a way better time, because you're not spending time comparing the original with this one, and you're just gonna enjoy the film. I'm just saying my opinion. So if you're gonna enjoy the film, you've never seen this Ghostbusters, go ahead and watch it. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as the internet thought it was. People freak out when they first heard that they were making this movie and it was a female cast. I really don't care about that, and I'm glad they did a female cast. They did a great job. All 4 of them did a great job. Even Chris, he was there for them. He was good. This movie is not as bad as people thought, but of course, people have their own thoughts on the movie. This is my opinion on this film. This is my opinion, okay? My opinion. This is mine. I think the movie was an okay movie. Just to have a good laugh, it's a good movie. Yeah. But if you know Ghostbusters, you're a fan, you've seen it before, you've seen the cartoon, the movies, whatever, you're gonna have a little bit issue with this film. Well, the story, yeah. Either way, you're gonna have quite a difficult time liking this film if you're a fan, because you know you saw the original and you loved it. Oh my god, it's fantastic, great for you. Yeah. I really didn't. I mean, I like Ghostbusters, the original. Of course, I really like it. It's a good film. The second one wasn't that good. This one is better than the second one. Yes, it is. But I do have an issue with this film, and this is why I believe they just could have, if they would have done this right, I would have loved this film. And this is just one issue. They completely disregarded the original. Like, they erased it. That's what I wanted to know when I was watching this film. Are you gonna talk about the original? What happened 30 years ago, 1984? 4 scientists that saved New York. Seriously, the first trailer says it. 30 years ago, 4 scientists saved New York from a gigantic marshmallow man. And in this movie, the trailer talks about it. So I was like, oh, so they're gonna, talk about the original, what happened 30 years ago. Oop, no, they did not. Pop, they didn't even talk about it. There were parts where they were saying, like, ghosts are not real. And I'm like, but what about what happened 30 years ago? And then you start to recognize that they just not, it is a whole new, there's a new timeline here. This is nothing to do with the original. So if you were expecting some old, they continue the original, it's a reboot. Yeah, makes sense. It's called Ghostbusters again, not Ghostbusters something. There's another problem with this film, the cameos. Yes, there are cameos. I have heard about it before, people saying there are some cameos in this film. Yeah, they didn't tell me there was gonna be like a whole lot of cameos. Not just 1, 2, or 3 or 4. There are like 6 cameos in this film. Seriously, there are like around 6 cameos or something. A bunch of cameos in this film. Everywhere. Top to bottom. Like medium to the ending. Yeah, cameos. And I'm like, wow, there's a bunch of stuff and cameos, and they're there. I really enjoyed the first cameo that I saw. When he showed up, I was like, look who it is! It's that guy! And then when they say the character that he's playing, you're like, oh, seriously? That's what you're doing now? And in some ways it makes sense. In some ways it doesn't. If you've seen what's been going on the past years with Ghostbusters, people talk about Ghostbusters sequels and third Ghostbusters 3, and people not wanting to be in Ghostbusters 3, someone not trying to be a Ghostbuster anymore, someone that just didn't like the second one, so it just doesn't want to make another one and be there. He did say he wanted to be a ghost in that, if they were going to make a third one. So I really wasn't expecting him to mean. If you know what I mean, if you've seen the original, you cut up some of the news, you would know that there was a couple of people that just didn't want to be there. But no, they're gonna surprise you. And then it just makes sense, the characters that they're playing in this movie. I mean, there were no purpose. The movie without them would have been okay. I did like that they were there, but they are ruining the original movie. People that enjoyed the original are gonna see this one, and then are gonna see these cameos, and they're gonna be surprised, saying, wow, really? This is just, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I really don't bother much, but there are going to be people that are just going to be really pissed with this. And this is a big issue. This is really one of the biggest issues with this film. If they would have just accepted that, like, hey guys, I have these records about 30 years ago when this, New York was attacked by a gigantic marshmallow man. No. And it's like, well, of course it makes sense. But no, they erased it, and that's why I have an issue with this movie. That's the only issue that I have with this movie, but just, again, personal opinion. Much people have a card for this, and I do understand, sort of. But the movie isn't bad. It's not a bad movie. This movie does not deserve the hate that have been receiving. It's like, it's too much hate, but it's not bad. Okay, in my personal opinion, it's not bad. If you just want to go ahead and see this movie, you're gonna like it. I mean, maybe not gonna like it, but you're gonna laugh. You just want to watch like a good laughing movie, you're gonna enjoy this one. Let's get to the rating of Ghostbusters. So, the rating that I give this movie will be 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. The movie is an okay movie. 3. Okay. 3 means okay. Yeah, it's an okay movie. It's not bad. It's not awful that I didn't like it. Is it gonna scare you for some reason? Well, it has ghosts in it. No, not gonna scare you. Not gonna scare you whatsoever. The movie is an okay movie. It's not bad. You're gonna have a good laugh with it. 4 comedians there, a really good comedy going around. It's really funny. There's scenes you're just gonna laugh a lot. And all 4 of them hold this movie. All 4 of them, the comedians, with the dialogue and comebacks and snappy and conversations are what hold this movie. Because in this entire movie, they only ghost bust one ghost. In the original, they at least did a montage about all the ghost busting they were doing. In this one, they just did it once, and then they had this Avengers fighting sequence at the end. Yeah, sort of a really Avengers fighting sequence at the end of this movie. Like that scene from Civil War when there's a giant man and they're fighting, and just like the exact same thing, but with Ghostbusters. This is how it looks like, pretty much. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below, what would you think about this movie? What did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Just give your thoughts down in the comment section below. But until next time, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. Goodbye. By the way, if you stick around for the end of the movie, at the end credits, there's gonna be a little, how do you call it? There's some secrets at the end of the credits. You're gonna like it. Well, depends on what you think about the movie. They are gonna make a sequel. Yes, they do want to, don't they? Another thing I want to talk about, is the music. It's like, remember when you were watching Back to the Future and they have that song, I went back in time. And now in Ghostbusters, the original, when they had that theme song of Ghostbusters, yeah. Well, in this movie, I'm not gonna lie, there are seriously 4 different songs of Ghostbusters. The original, which I love that they had it at some point. They have the new one, they have a really crappy one, and they have another one. And all of these 4 songs are stuck in the entire movie. Throughout the movie, you're gonna hear that beat, and you're just gonna feel like, ding, ding. I just really love that they did that right. I mean, they could have done it better, but they did it okay by including a variety of songs. And the end credit scenes where when they start putting the song, they don't put the crappy one, they put the really good one, at least the good beat, and then the crappy. Yeah. Great job, guys. Crappy song. Either way, guys, I'm out. This movie's better than Ice Age.